Hello, guys, welcome back to the new episode of Road to Redis. In this episode, we will be learning about commands in Redis. At first, we will be learning about set command. What is a set command? Set command is a simple key value pair storing in Redis. Means you are storing some value in a variable in a code, same as you are storing a value in Redis in a key value pair. So let's directly jump into our Ubuntu Redis CLI terminal to see how set command works before jumping directly into a C++ code. So here are we on our Ubuntu terminal. Let's open the Redis terminal just by typing redis-cli. And here we are on the Redis CLI terminal. Now we need to start with a set command. So we need to type set on this terminal, and then the terminal is suggesting you that what arguments a set command takes. So first argument is key. So the key, you can give any key. For example, we can say tutorial, let's say. And then you need to type any value. For example, I will be storing 1. Let's leave x seconds, px millisecond, keep ttl, nx and xx arguments for the moment. Let's set a simple key value pair in our Redis. So when you will press enter, it will give you a written output OK. It means your first key has been stored successfully. Okay, so how can you see that your key has been stored in Redis? To get all the keys in the Redis, you can type key steric. Keys steric. It will show you all the key. So you can see there is a key named tutorial which we have added using our set command. We need to see the value of this tutorial key. So there is a command called get, and the get command takes an argument, a name of that key. You need to provide a name of that key tutorial, and when you press enter, it will return you the output. So this is how a basic set command works in Redis terminal. Now let's try the set command with the other arguments as well. So let's type again set and give our key name hello and a value. We can say by, or we can say, let's say world, and ex. What is ex? Ex is a expiry or a time to live of that certain key, that after that specific time your key will be removed automatically from the Redis. So let's type ex and give 10 to make our key expired after 10 seconds. So we have set hello is the key, world is the value, ex and 10. And when we press enter, it will return us OK that our key has been set. And if we see our key, we can see that our key is there. And after 10 seconds, our key will be vanished from the Redis. You can see now our hello key has been deleted because of the TTL. Now let's see other arguments in the set command. Now there is a px. If you want to set your time out or expired time in milliseconds, and what's the keep TTL? What's the keep TTL is? Okay, when you set a key, for example, hello world, and let's set a value by, and then you set a expiry time to, let's say, 120 seconds. Okay, and you set the value has been set it. And if you again set the hello world key to some other values, let's say hi, and if you press enter, then the key will get override and the TTL will get removed. If you want to keep that 120-second TTL and want to update the value of that key as well, you need to set this argument keep TTL and press OK. So the 120-second TTL, it will remain there. Your value get updated, but your TTL doesn't remove. It still stays there on that key. As we have seen, the set command, if we run again on the same key, it overrided. What if we don't want to make or like if we want to just run the set command only and only if the key does not exist? If you want to do that, we need to set like use the set command set key. For example, let's see what keys are there in the DB. So we can see, okay, so there is a key hello is there. Now we can use a set hello and something value, and now we can use nx. Nx means if the key doesn't exist in the DB. When I tap and enter, it will return nil. It means that our key doesn't get updated because the key was already there, or added because the key was already there in the Redis DB. Then there is one more option, set hello hi and xx. What does xx mean? Xx means that if the hello key is present, then only set or we can say modify the value. If we just use the set command without any argument, no xx and no nx, then it will just override the value. It doesn't care that the key is present or not. But if you use nx, it will check if the key exists, don't do anything. For the xx, if the key is exists, like if the key is in the DB, then it will update that value. Let's see, hello is in the DB already. So when we run this command, it will return okay. So it means it got updated. As we see that how the set command we can use on the Redis CLI terminal. Now let's jump into the C++ code and see how can we consume these Redis commands using the C++ code. So let's use our set command using the C++ code. So you just need to call a set function using redis.set and pass the key, for example, C++ and a value, let's say Redis. And to check that our set command works fine with our C++ code, we need to check the value. So how we will check the value? Using a get command. So let's use a get command, but the get command will be returning a string value. So we need to print it. So let's use std cout redis.get and let's pass the key. It's C++. And to get the value, you need to call like this value, and then let's put a line break and let's save the code, build. Let's run the code to see that it print the value or not. So we can see that after the pong, there is a value Redis has been printing. So it means the set command works fine using the C++ code. After learning about the set command using the C++, let's see how to set a TTL in C++ code. So we can use a function named as redis dot set ex. So this function takes same as key. Let's add we can say redis, and now the second parameter of this function is TTL. So this TTL, you can see it's in second. You just need to pass, let's say, integer, or as I passed a 10, it means a constant value 10. And let's pass a value for this key, but you calling using a set command, but using a set ex function, which means it will set the value using a TTL. Another argument with the set command we have seen was the nx argument. So to use that nx argument, the nx argument was like, if the key exists, don't do anything. So for to use that nx argument, there is a function named as redis dot set nx, and in this function, it's the same as set. You will be passing a key and a value. Let's say x plus plus, and we can say c plus plus. And this set nx is the argument for the set command, which means if the key exists, don't do anything. So this is all about the set command using the Redis CLI and using a C++. So there's a lot more side of set command to explore using a C++, which I am leaving on you guys to learn at your own, using and learning to use different functions and different parameters of that set command of set function in C++. If you guys have any question, you can drop your question in the comment section below. And if you like the video, so please press the like button and subscribe my channel. And thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video.